Rachel.
I'm Julia.
Where we live in faith every day.
This is Life.
Welcome to Life.
Hey guys. I don't know if you guys watched Rachel's amazing PTSD video.
Oh, yeah.
But did you guys watch it? Because I watched it and I loved it. Did you guys like it? Yeah, you did. You know why? Because Rachel's awesome. Yeah, she made a point. Anyways, bouncing off of your PTSD video.
Okay.
I just want to say.
Okay, guys. Honestly, I have no idea.
We have no idea.
I did not plan this.
I didn't plan this either.
So, okay, go ahead.
We're going to talk. It's like, let me tell you something about, you know how you said, about the church. We talked about, like, if you leave the church, right? There's a lot of people that leave the church.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've been somehow, like,
mistreated,
and that becomes almost a trauma for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Not even almost. It is a trauma.
Right, it is a trauma.
But then people don't realize that it's a trauma.
And it also depends on how much people can take.
Yeah.
Right? Of that, like, all of that mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, yeah, all these crazy things. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I kind of mentioned it to you this morning. I was thinking, although there's so many people that attack us, right? And a lot of people like leave the church, right? Or have thoughts of leaving the church,
right?
And people are like, oh, like they left the church, and kind of judge them, like, oh, like
why did they leave the church?
They don't have a true relationship with God. They don't have their relationship with God is not strong enough. That's why they left, right? No, I don't think so. I really think some people that leave the church, even me, just conversating with people, like having conversations with people. Yeah, conversing with people that have left the church. And I had thoughts about leaving the church several times, including now. And, it comes to all conclusion. They told me, there's a misunderstanding. We didn't leave because we have beef between God. We still love God, and I still think He exists. It's not that I don't have faith for Him. I don't have a relationship with the people. It's the people. And that's crazy, because the people in the church think, oh, people leave because they're not grounded for God. They are, but no, that's not the case. It really isn't. So, and that's where I'm just kind of like a little bit like,
mind blown.
Right, because even for me, I'm just like, oh, like I want to take a break from church,
But you didn't understand why.
Right. And then people like come up to me like, oh, like I see that you're kind of like slacking or something like that. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Is that a problem?
Like they make it sound like I'm not strong in my faith anymore.
Or they're judging you.
Yeah, or they're just kind of like, hey, you don't seem to like be very like holy anymore, and I'm like, what does
holy mean?
Like, they're like, oh, like you used to be this like perfect person, and like what happened? And I'm like, perfect? Really? Like, yeah, I was trying my best, but then that doesn't mean me and God are not good,
Yeah.
It's just I just lost respect for the people.
And honestly, guys, this is a very perfect example of what I was talking about in the PTSD video. Okay, guys, I did not make it for her, okay?
She made this way before all this happened.
Yeah, I did. I actually filmed this a while ago, and then I just ended up having to use that video to upload, but then it resonated with a lot of people. And it also made her think, because she was just like, wait a minute, maybe the reason why I don't want to go to church and I have these negative feelings about church is because maybe she has PTSD about church. It's not her relationship with God has like, went down or went down the drain, because when she talks to me, she's just like, like she loves God and we talk about God all the time. But she's talking about the negative experiences that she had, painful experiences that, Julia had while she was at church, or the people in the church. And she's just like, I don't want to be around them. And I'm just like, I completely understand, because I understood that it could possibly be PTSD.
Right. And I know like we have a lot of viewers that are like in our community. And don't get the wrong idea. Like there's nothing like bad going on. It's just unfortunately I just had a bad experience, you know? So this is not like I'm trying to like overgeneralize. Oh, our church is terrible. No, they're great people.
Yeah.
It's just I had a really bad experience. So, but I'm still going. I'm still going. I'm still trying. And you know, I think though one of the things that keeps me up is it's not between me and them. They have no say in my relationship with God. It's between me and God, what I think about God, what God thinks of me. It has nothing to do with the people. And that's what's really, even though I really sometimes don't want to push myself to go to like a group of people like that,
right?
I still say, you know, God, I'm good with you, and
That's
I know you're
go.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go, because I'm gonna go there for myself and you, you know, because I want to better myself through you, and also I want to show that to people,
right?
Yeah, and that's one of the things. I think the reason why I want to stay so much is because I've seen people just kind of leave, and they never got to explain themselves, so people are just like misunderstanding them. And when I heard what they had to say, I'm like, wow, there was more to it.
Yeah,
they didn't leave because they didn't believe in God or they hated God. No. You know, and some people actually turn out that way because of PTSD, but there's a lot of people that aren't like that,
right?
And so I don't, in a way, like, there are a lot of people that go through PTSD because of church, because of the people.
Yeah.
And I want you to think of that.
And there
is it really God? It isn't. So why do you try to connect God with because of the people?
Yeah.
Don't let the people, those type of people, show that that's God. That's not God, because God is completely pure love, and that's not what love looks like.
No.
So if you can see the love, really, even though it's really hard due to that PTSD, you only see the love.
Right.
And you can really pull yourself out of it. It's really hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's
so
hard. Like, you should ask her. I'm like dreadful.
Right. But here's the thing too, right? Because I think, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Julia, but my guess is when she realized it was PTSD and you understood what it was, did it make it easier for you to overcome it?
Yeah, it really. It's like admitting to yourself, you know? It's like self-reflection, like, oh, I am in trauma. Because when I hear trauma or PTSD, right, you know how people joke about it and stuff like that? I'm like, oh my gosh, I have PTSD, or like, oh, PTSD, like, you know, little things. So when people joke around about it, I'm like, oh, PTSD, that's like that's really bad. If you have it, then that's like, you're kind of weird, you know? And then I would just think of it, I'm not saying, I'm sorry. I just have that, like, you know, that pre-assumption. I'm like, oh, I have PTSD. Like, why would I have that? You know, I wouldn't have that.
Right.
But it made me realize I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized. I literally, like, recently too, like, I literally was shaking. I was like scared because something happened, and I was just like freaking out.
Yeah.
And I had to call her, or not call her, I had to message her during work because I was like freaking out.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was going on, but my body already knew.
Yeah, and so I kind of had to tell her what was going on.
Yeah, like she was like, okay, that's because of this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, I'm flat out traumatized, and it's gonna be really hard.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, guys. It's like, once you figure out what's really going on with you and you admit it to yourself, you can move on.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's a lot easier.
Yeah. And you know, when you were traumatized and you didn't know what it was, you were stuck, right? And you couldn't move forward. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't move forward.
Yes.
But the moment you admitted to yourself and you realized what was going on, right? You felt it, even if you felt it for a split second, oh, I am traumatized, and you admit it to yourself, you become unstuck. It doesn't mean that you're still not in pain. It just means that you're no longer stuck anymore. You can move on in your pain, through your pain. And that's exactly what you experienced twice, okay? And so this is where the healing begins, is once you admit to yourself that's what's going on, which you did, and once you figured it out, you're just like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then she was just like, okay, I'm done, you know?
Yeah, and you actually start expressing the feelings you've been like capturing. It's like a bottle, like, you know, you just like force everything in.
Yeah.
I literally like exploded that night. I was like ranting to her, I'm like, ah! And she's like, finally. And I was like, woo! And I'm like, wow, I bottled that up for a very very long time, and I'm glad I did.
And then once you released it, how'd you feel?
So much better, actually. You know, and to the point where I'm like, it's not even working anymore. I'm so tired. You know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, sometimes we still rant about it, but it's
Yeah.
not as like crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Because what happens is like you let it go, right?
let
That
it go.
Let it go. Okay. All right. Anyways, but like once you release it, right?
Mhm.
It doesn't mean that it just stays released. They're still gonna, come piling in again,
Right.
and then you have to release it again, and then do it over and over again until like that bit starts healing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it works, guys.
Mhm.
You just fully experienced, I witnessed the healing process of trauma. Okay, this is a perfect example.
I don't know. I mean,
But she did it! Yay!
I understood.
Okay. Woo, celebration! Woo! Okay.
She's so happy.
Wrapping things up a little bit, it's amazing because you realize that church is not just about the people, it's your relationship with God, and you're going to meet God at this church despite of what the people are saying and doing.
Right.
And so that is the beauty of it, and then that's where you can grow and further your relationship with God, because honestly, that's exactly what happened with me. That's why I go to church. It's not because of the people, it's because of my relationship with God.
Right.
So there you go, guys.
Yes, we hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to us.
And if you would like to be notified for videos like this, hit the bell. And until next time,
Bye, guys.